Hi, Mark Miser, the president of RDP Foodservice, and I want to thank you very much for attending the RDP Foodservice Food Show and Concert Series. We hope you have a wonderful time this afternoon, take advantage of all the great deals that are on the show floor, and learn a lot from the seminars. And don't forget, Cheap Trick is performing tonight at the LC Pavilion. I hope to see you there. I like to think it's an interesting history. You almost have to go back to the early days of the 20s and 30s when my great-grandfather came over from Italy. A lot of the Italian immigrants came to Columbus, Ohio, and there became a small community on St. Clair Avenue, and my great-grandfather had the Italian grocery store on that street. They supplied all those basic ingredients that the Italians were accustomed to. As World War II broke out and time obviously became a little bit different, the very first pizza place opened up, Romeo's Pizza. And Romeo needed a place to buy his Italian products. And so he went to the grocery store. Soon after Romeo's, second, third, pizza became popular, and the grocery store kind of morphed into distribution. And for the longest time, people just came and picked up product. Then came the whole delivery aspect of the business, and that grocery store really turned into a distribution company. My grandfather was one of the pioneers in a lot of areas of Italian food service. I think RDP is in the continuation of what they started. I think one thing that you can't forget when you're doing business with a corporate company, especially one that has stockholders, is that those people within that organization have to perform for Wall Street. For us, our stockholder is really the customer. And so I think there is a huge difference there. Our company's not going to do well, and we're not going to reach our goals unless the customer reaches their goals.
When I worked with a couple of the bigger name distributors, you have different guys coming and going. They bring in new trainees. With RDP, we've had Ray, this consistent guy's like almost part of the RDP family and feels like part of our family. It's been a long, great relationship.
We've all been in the restaurant where there's that packed night because the Buckeyes are playing football or basketball. We really want to see them succeed, not only because we're all big fans and a lot of us are alumnus, but also because it's great for the industry and it's great for the city. We're really proud of what this university represents, and we try to support it as much as we can. We also are very proud of the relationship we have with the Columbus Zoo. We chaired Zoofari. We've supported that event for several years. One of our favorite ways to give back to the community is supporting Nationwide Children's Hospital. It's an institution that is near and dear to our hearts. All had personal experiences with that hospital. So we think it's important to give back to one of the premier institutions here in the city. Through doing that, we created the Slice of Columbus. And what that also allows us to combine is some of the best pizzerias in town to all gather and support a great cause. Whether it's the smaller ones, the Make-A-Wish, or even the charities of employees. We do our best to support the community in any way possible.
We believe that RDP is very competitive. They do go out and look for volume discounts. We're a high volume pizza company. We expect our deliveries to be between 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. They're very, very much on time, and the truck is always full of the products that we ordered. We chose to go with RDP, and we've been absolutely 100% satisfied.
RDP strives for perfection. The goals that we have today are much different than what my grandfathers were 20 years ago. Making an error every 500 to 1,000 cases back in the 80s or 70s is much different than the ability to make an error 1 in every 10,000 pieces. Think about that, an error in 1 in every 10,000 pieces. It almost guarantees you that you're going to get your order on time, when you want it, exactly how you anticipated it.
We felt very comfortable using them, even though they are a pizza shop kind of venue. They had no problems picking up the pace and getting an Irish menu put together. They came in with a great seafood selection, steak selections, so forth, that our menu carries today. Their experience and loyalty to their customer is higher than most.
We are excited to introduce 2 new ways that you're able to place your order with us. One is through online ordering through the rdpfoodservice.com website. Another alternative is to use your iPhone or your smartphone. Once the order is placed with us, the guys in the back start their work, and they work all night long. It's a 24-hour-a-day process here, and your order is guaranteed to be delivered the next day. It's RDP's attention to detail that allows our customers to know that they can count on us.
They don't treat us like a number. They treat us like a customer. We always feel like they have our best interest in mind, and they treat everybody like you're their only customer. And we try to do the same with our own customers. And they understand our demand for quality ingredients. It's not to be forgotten, the deliveries and the timing of deliveries. It works out great. I have no complaints.
My grandfather was one of those people who truly was a hero to me. You know, he was someone that was easily admired, he was very charismatic, and he was someone that was easy to look up to. So many things that he was proud of, delivery windows, error rates, those things are now a given. So the things that we do now really, I believe, allows the personality of your company to shine through. And, you know, that's something I think would be difficult for him to understand. I think he would be surprised at how far the company has advanced. To the RDP customer base, we certainly can't thank you enough. One thing I think that makes this company special is that partnership feel. We understand how important success is to you. We understand what you have on the line. We understand the personal commitment that you guys have. And that's the same thing that we feel. You know, we all are in this thing and invested in this thing personally. And I think once you combine those two things and everybody's pulling the rope at the same time, it creates something special. And there's nothing more gratifying to me, as well as the rest of my family, is to see restaurants such as this that are blossoming and independent and successful. And those are the things that make this business great.
RDP, my food service partner.
RDP, my food service partner.
RDP, my food service partner.
RDP, my food service partner.